Hello everyone, welcome to Contentment Guide Astrology. I am Michelle. This video is about the new moon in Sagittarius on either the 30th of November or the 1st of December, depending on where you are. So, welcome to my channel. My intention is always for astrology to help you, to guide you, to give you some information to assist you on navigating life in an easier way, because that's definitely what astrology does for me. It gives me insights on the current energies, and it just helps me to navigate easier, because let's face it, life is quite intense and there's a lot of information coming at us at all times. So to have a background insight of the energies at play is incredibly helpful. So please like, please share, please subscribe, please invite others to follow this channel if you find guidance and help and insights here. I appreciate all the interaction. It helps my channel and my business to grow. And yes, let's get started with the new moon. So this new moon in Sagittarius is at 9 degrees 32 minutes, and depending on where you are, it'll be either on the 30th of November or the 1st of December. And new moon in Sagittarius. Sagittarius is normally a very fast sign where things are very fast moving, as it is a fire sign. And the contradiction in this current moon cycle is with the Mercury and Jupiter retrogrades, which I'll get into now. There's actually a much more introspective, slower moving and re-evaluating energy, even though this is in Sagittarius. So you can check where Sagittarius falls for you in your chart and see exactly which house this might be playing out for you. So the moon and the sun are both at 9 degrees of Sagittarius, and the ruler of Sagittarius is Jupiter. And Jupiter is currently still in the opposite sign of Gemini, where Jupiter is currently in retrograde. So the ruler of this new moon is Jupiter in retrograde. So this already creates a more inward and re-evaluating energy to this new moon. And then Jupiter is in the sign of Mercury, and Mercury is currently in Sagittarius with the sun and the moon at this new moon, and Mercury is also retrograde. So you can see there's a lot of retrograde energy going on. Jupiter will still be retrograde into 2025. Mercury's retrograde is going to end on the 15th of December. So as it plays out, the full moon in this moon cycle is also on the 15th of December. So between the new moon and the full moon, we really are dealing with Mercury retrograde energy. So Mercury is about our mind, it's about how we think, it's about our communication patterns. It can be around business and commerce and travel and technology. And we all know that Mercury retrograde gets a bad name because we can have some struggles and some glitches with technology and with communication. We can have some misunderstandings. So during the Mercury retrograde period, it's always advised to be very clear in communication, to really think about what you are wanting to say before you communicate, to make sure that it is received in the right way. So Yes, so this new moon is interesting because of all the retrograde energies at play. And like I said, there's quite a contradiction between the fastness of Sagittarius and a real slowing down, going inward, re-evaluating things at this moment. So with Jupiter being the ruler of this new moon, Jupiter is about expansion. It's about our faith and belief systems. It's about generally how we see the world, and the belief systems about how the world operates around us. So there's definitely a big re-evaluation and a rethinking of how we are working with our thoughts, our communication and our belief systems at this time. And the interesting part is that on the 6th of December, after this new moon, Mars is also about to turn retrograde. So at this new moon, Mars is also moving extremely slowly. It's about to stand still. It's spending a lot of time around about 5-6 degrees of Leo. And so this is another part of this new moon puzzle that points at slowing down. Because Mars is that fast energy, it's our passion, it's our desires, it's wanting to move forward, it's that warrior energy. And even at this new moon, even Mars is basically standing still. So we are really being asked to slow down at this time. And December can be an extremely fast time. People are traveling a lot, people are trying to make holiday plans or making holiday plans. There's a lot to be done. So this can be quite an interesting time with trying to consciously slow down, which is what I'm advising here. Like all these energies are pointing at a slowing down and a re-evaluating before moving forward. So this new moon is trining Mars. Mars is about to stand still. The new moon in Sagittarius is also squaring Saturn. And Saturn has recently turned direct. At the same time, Saturn is also that energy of time. Saturn is also asking us with this square to the new moon to slow down, to take your time, to re-look at your boundaries before moving forward. And then there's also a very healing energy still happening at this new moon. Jupiter is sextiling Chiron and Mercury is trining Chiron. So again, deep healing can happen at this time with our thoughts, our mind patterns, our belief systems, and this with Chiron involved, we might have a resurfacing of old patterns that we need to look at, seeing that Mercury and Jupiter are both retrograde. There's also a wild card at this new moon with Venus being trine to Uranus. And so with Uranus, we have that anything can happen energy in the mix as well. But for me, the overall picture of this new moon is slowing down, a re-evaluating, really tapping into all the retrograde energy that is happening around this new moon, and relax into not knowing yet, relax into slowing down, and try and tap into that energy of when the time is right, whatever needs to happen is going to happen. So it was interesting when I threw the coins for the Ching and also drew a card for this new moon, because for new moon energy is that time of the month when the moon is at its darkest. It's normally seen as a time of the month where we spend more inward time. We might feel that we want to be more alone, but the I Ching and the tarot card that I drew are both asking us at this new moon to actually connect. So when I threw the coins for the I Ching, I got a hexagram 13, which then changes into hexagram 58. 13 is called fellowship or cooperation. It says, unite people, find ways to share, be flexible and adaptable, reflect and correct your thinking. That's all this retrograde energy. Peel off the dead skin. That's also retrograde energy. Letting go of those things that no longer serve us, and proceed step by step. Then it changes into hexagram 58, which is called open expression or the joyous lake. It says interact with others. Find joy in connection and interaction. Find your core and find your why for what you are doing. The community aspect feels very strong in this new moon. And maybe that is the part of slowing down, is connecting to to others and finding joy in the moment, and forgetting in the moment about things that you need to choose or decide about, but finding joy in connecting with others and seeing where that leads you. So the tarot card that I got for this new moon is the 10 of Pentacles. And you can see that it has an older man sitting with his dogs. And then we have some other people, which may be friends or family members. And they are all standing in the abundance of this big castle. There's tapestries and family emblems on the wall. And this also asks us to connect to family and community. This is a very community-driven card. And that might be blood family, it might be chosen family, but connecting to those people who feel like family to you. The 10 of Pentacles energy is about your contribution in the world, how you share your blessings with others. It is about wealth. It is about connection and family and friendship. And it's also about long-term views. So I find this very interesting that we are called at this new moon to really find a connection to others and find our joy in that place. I think it's a beautiful way to maybe get a little bit out of our heads and just be in the moment and celebrate with others and connect to people that we care about. So I wish you a wonderful new moon. Please share your experiences with me. I always like to hear how you experience the moon energies. Please share with others. I am having a special on a 2025 year ahead review. It's a personal review that you can order from me for the year 2025. Please get in touch if you would like that. And I'm also offering a long-term plan where for 12 months of 2025 you connect with me personally once a month and I give you personal guidance. So please connect if you are interested in either of those. Thank you for being here. I love sharing this beautiful information with you, and I'll see you next time.